Welcome to the Madison Motor Podcast. Today is Thursday, October 19th, 2023. Today we're going to recap Game 4 of the WNBA Finals. We'll do the LCSs in baseball, college football, Thursday night football, NHL soccer, NBA preseason, golf, NBA power forward rankings, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start the WNBA Finals just to change things up, as it was an epic Game 4 as the Las Vegas Aces defeat the New York Liberty by a score of 70-69 as they clinch a repeat of back-to-back titles. Congratulations to Becky Hammond and company. Epic game. Liberty probably should have won. They had a double-digit lead, and the Aces are down both Candace Parker and Chelsea Gray, and they still get it done. Asia Wilson, best player on the court, 24-16, Finals MVP again. Jackie Young stepped up 16 points with 2 3-pointers. Alicia Clark had 10. Kayla George had 11. And Kelsey Plum did not play well. And on the other side, the Liberty Stars just weren't good enough. Courtney Vandersloot missed a shot at the buzzer. She was 7 for 16, 19 points. Brianna Stewart had the worst game at the worst possible time. She had only 10 points, 3 for 17 shooting. Venetia Laney had 15. Sabrina Ionescu had 13. Jonquel Jones only had 6. And their bench didn't do a thing. They just overplayed their starters. And Vandersloot throws up an air ball at the buzzer, and that was the game. But congrats to the Aces again. Becky Hammond's probably the best coach in the sport, winning back-to-back titles. Although Brumbello is great in her own right. And it's just impressive they found a way to do it without the two starters. Liberty were 5-point favorites. They should have, on paper, won and covered that, but not meant to be. And this is going to go down as a really terrible loss for the New York Liberty, not taking advantage of the Aces being down 2 starters. And the thing is that these two teams are probably back in it next year, barring some major changes. So there you have it for the WNBA Finals. All right, now we'll move on to Major League Baseball League Championship Series. We have 2 games today. We'll go over yesterday's game. Astros over the Rangers 8-5 to get on the board in Game 3 of the series. Christian Javier the win. Max Scherzer the loss. Ryan Pressly the save. Javier 5-2, 3 innings straight, 2 runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts. Scherzer 4 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts. He wasn't good. He was just rusty. So 2 games. 5 o'clock on CBS, you have the Phillies at the Diamondbacks. That crowd in Arizona is going to be raucous. I'm telling you that right now. Phils minus 132. The D-backs are plus 112. Over under 9. Overs minus 115. Unders minus 105. Phillies minus 1.5 is plus 130. D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 156. It's Ranger Suarez and Brandon Effett. This is a super hard call. Staring at the over. But both these guys have been pretty decent in the postseason. Suarez has an ERA of 1.04 and Fat has a 3.86 in the postseason. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks at plus 112. They need to win the game. And that's just an easy pick. And then last but not least, at 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Astros Rangers. We have Jose Urquidy and Andrew Heaney. Both these guys have been pretty good in the postseason. Rangers minus 120. Astros plus 102 over under 9.5. Overs minus 114. Unders minus 106. Astros minus 1.5 is plus 164. Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 200. I like the under. That's a high number. And I think the offenses aren't going to be as good as they were last night. Now I'll move on to college football. We have results to go over from yesterday, and we have a couple of games tonight as well. FIU beats Sam Houston 33-27 in double overtime, so Madison wins best bet. FIU 4-4, Sam Houston is 0-7. New Mexico State over UTEP 28-7, and I was way wrong about that one. Only 2 games tonight, 7 o'clock on ESPN2. You have Rice-Tulsa. My projection's Rice by 5, total 59 and 3/20, and it is Tulsa by 3.5, total 58.5. I think the wrong team is favored here. Tulsa has been okay this year, but the question is, why are they favored over Rice? I just personally believe Rice is better, so give me Rice getting the 3.5 and plus 132 to win the game outright. So Rice and the Diamondbacks would be a good same game parlay. Or a round robin, I mean. And on ESPN, a really fun game between James Madison and Marshall in the Sun Belt. I pick them in 57 and 3/20, and it is JMU by 3.5, total 49.5. I love the over. That is a low total. I'd same game parlay it with Marshall getting the points, but I really, really think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. Best unit is probably James Madison's offense, and then Marshall's offense, then JMU's defense, and Marshall's defense, if you ask me. So I really, really like the over in this game. I think this is going to be a shootout. Okay, Thursday night football. It's actually a decent game, but there's a lot of injuries on both sides. It's the Jaguars and it's the Saints. My projections here are New Orleans by 1, total 39 and 1/10. Jacksonville opened as a favorite, but New Orleans is favored now with all these injuries on the Jaguars. No Devon Hamilton. No Campbell in the secondary. No Zay Jones. Trevor Lawrence questionable, and Ryan Ramchik's out for New Orleans, which is a big blow. It is Saints by 1.5, total 39.5. I never have had a closer projection than this one this season. I don't think in any of the two sports, but I would do the slightest of leans to Jacksonville. But the play here I'm actually going to make is Saints money line, minus 112. There's too many injuries with Jacksonville. This feels like the Saints game to win. And that's a very short money line. So I'm going to go Saints money line minus 112. Which is very, very rare of me to pick. Now I'll move on to the NHL. We'll go over the results of the 2 games played last night, and we'll look ahead to tonight's slate. Senators over to Capitals 6-1. Red Wings over to Penguins 6-3. So I called it with Detroit beating the Pittsburgh Penguins last night. Monster slate tonight, 7 o'clock. You have the Flames at the Sabres. An interesting game. Flames 1-1-1. Sabres 1-2. Flames are slight favorites, minus 111. Buffalo's minus 110, over under 6.5. Overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Flames plus 1.5 is minus 255. Sabres minus 1.5 is plus 5. So Sabres slight favorites on the money line. Sabres slight favorites on the puck line. I'm taking Buffalo on the money line at minus 110. Canucks Lightning. Lightning are 1-2-1. Canucks 2-1-0. Lightning minus 137. Vancouver plus 114. Over under 6.5. Overs minus 142. Unders plus 116. Vancouver plus 1.5 is minus 200. Lightning minus 1.5 is plus 162. For this one, this is a hard one. Here's a good one. Lightning in regulation plus 110. Predators, Rangers from the Garden. Preds 1-3-0. Rangers 2-1. Rangers, big favorites, minus 188. Preds plus 155. Over under 6.5. Overs plus 112. Unders minus 138. Preds plus 1.5 is minus 162. Rangers minus 1.5 is plus 134. I don't love the over only because I think both goalies are going to play well. Here's a fun one. Chris Kreider's been red hot to start the season. I'm going to say Chris Kreider, anytime goal scorer, plus 155. Maple Leafs, Panthers. Leafs 2-1-0, Panthers 1-2-0. Leafs minus 137, Panthers plus 114, over under 6.5. Overs minus 160, unders plus 130. Leafs minus 1.5 is plus 160. Panthers plus 1.5 is minus 194. I'm going to go with the Panthers at home again, plus 114 to knock off the Maple Leafs. 7:30, ESPN Plus and Hulu. Oilers, Flyers. Oilers 1-2-0, Flyers 2-1-0. Oilers minus 20, Flyers plus 180, over under 6.5. Overs minus 140, unders plus 114. Oilers minus 1.5 is plus 112. Flyers plus 1.5 is minus 134. I'm going with Edmonton on the puck line. Minus 1.5 is plus 112. 8 o'clock, Coyotes, Blues. Blues minus 128, Coyotes plus 106, over under 6.5. Overs plus 104, unders minus 128. Coyotes plus 1.5 is minus 225. Blues minus 1.5 is plus 184. I like the over at plus money. Kings, Wild. That's a pretty good one. Wild minus 118, Kings minus 102, over under 6.5. Overs plus 112, unders minus 138. Kings plus 1.5 is minus 250. Wild minus 1.5 is plus 202. I'm going to go with the Wild as a slight home favorite and minus 118. Golden Knights, Jets. That's a good one. Vegas minus 115. Winnipeg minus 104. Over under 6.5. Overs plus 104. Unders minus 128. Vegas minus 1.5 is plus 210. Jets plus 1.5 is minus 260. By the way, Kings 1-1-1. Wild 2-1-0. Coyotes 1-2-0. Blues 1-0-1. Vegas 4-0-0. They've been the best so far. And the Jets are 1-2-0. I think the Vegas Golden Knights keep it rolling. Minus 115. That's getting value on the reigning champs. 10 o'clock, Stars, Ducks. Stars 101, Ducks 110. Stars minus 260, Ducks plus 210, over under 6.5. Overs plus 114, unders minus 140. Stars minus 1.5 is minus 202, Ducks plus 1.5 is minus 118. I'm laying the puck line with the Ducks minus 1.5 and minus 102. Hurricanes, Kraken, that's a great game. Canes minus 144, Kraken plus 120, over under 6.5. Overs plus 116, unders minus 142. Kraken minus 1.5 is plus 162. Kraken plus 1.5 is minus 196. I went to say Canes minus 1.5 earlier. So I like the over in that spot. 10:30, ESPN. Blackhawks, Avalanche. So Connor Bedard at Nathan McKinnon. Blackhawks 2-2-0. Avs 3-0-0. Avs minus 360. Blackhawks plus 280, over under 6.5. Overs minus 106. Unders minus 114. Blackhawks plus 1.5 is plus 118. Avs minus 1.5 is minus 142. I think the Blackhawks are competitive here yet again, so I'm going to take the plus 1.5 at plus 118. And last but not least, the Bruins and the Sharks. Bruins 2-0-0. Sharks 0-2-1. Bruins minus 275, Sharks plus 220, over under 6.5, overs plus 110, unders minus 134. Bruins minus 1.5 is minus 11, Sharks plus 1.5 is minus 110. I would take the Bruins at minus 1.5 at minus 111 to win and cover the puck line. Okay, now move on to soccer. We have results to go over. We'll start with MLS. Miami Charlotte 2-2 draw. I thought we had USL, but I guess we didn't. So I'm going to check and see if we have anything going on today. And obviously that Miami-Charlotte game was a makeup game, and Messi didn't play. So it was all pretty much second half goals. Nicholas Stefanelli in the 45th plus 6th minute before the half. Kerwin Vargas scored for Charlotte, as did Enzo Copetti. Copetti actually scored first, then Stefanelli of Miami, then Vargas, and then Robbie Robinson of Miami. So they got the draw without Messi. So we don't have anything in soccer today other than college and some of the lower tier leagues. And then tomorrow's busy, so at least we got that. All right, the NBA preseason. We will go over results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight's NBA preseason slate. Wizards over the Knicks, 131-106. Jordan Poole went absolutely nuts in this game. He had 41 points. Julius Randle had 20. Nets over the Heat, 107-104. Lonnie Walker had 22. Haywood Highsmith had 15. Spurs over the Rockets, 117-103. Devin Vassell had 25. Jabari Smith had 20. And the Warriors over the Kings, 116-115, as Steph Curry hit the three that everyone was going nuts about last night. He had 30, and De'Aaron Fox had 25. All right, 6 games tonight. 7 o'clock NBA TV, Celtics Hornets from Charlotte. The Celtics are giving 4.5. Totals to 27.5. I honestly think this is a Charlotte getting the points play, because it's the preseason. Timberwolves Bulls. Wolves giving one, total to 23.5. I want to take the Bulls getting the point at home. 8 o'clock Pistons Thunder. The Thunder giving 5.5, totals to 29.5. I like the over. Suns Lakers NBA TV at 10 o'clock. Suns giving 1.5, total to 32.5. I am going to take the Lakers getting the points and even money on the money line. Nuggets Clippers. Nuggets giving 2, total to 25.5. I'm going to take the over. And last but not least, Jazz Kings. The Jazz are giving 1.5, totals to 28.5. I'm going to take the over in that game as well. Okay, golf. We will go over the current leaderboard at the Zozo Championship. Your winner right now with the score of 6 under is Colin Morikawa, tied for second, 5 under. Nicholas Hojon, Eric Cole, Robbie Shelton, Makumu Horikawa, and Emiliano Grillo. 7th and 4 under, Zach Blair, tied for 8th with 3 under. Sodi Kodiara, Joel Dommins, Xander Schauffele, Will Gordon, C. Thiglia, Sanjay M., Cam Davis, Keegan Bradley, Andrew Novak. Tied for 17th with 2 under. Alex Badley, Kyung-Gu Lee, Justin Lauer, Ryo Ishikawa, Justin Sue, B.U. Hostler, Y.H. Song, Taylor Hogue, Nate Taylor. Tied for 26th with 1 under. Harry Hall, Matt Wallace, Cam Champ, Keith Mitchell, Yuki Inamori, CAU, SH Kim, Takumi Kanaya, JJ Spawn, Hideki Matsuyama, Ryo Histasune, Mitmuli, Taylor Montgomery, and Ritaro Nagano. Tied for 40th at even. Callum Tarrant, Dylan Lingworth, Mackenzie Hughes, Adam Scott, Matt Neesmith, Mark Hubbard, Ben Griffin, Davis Riley, Shugo Imahira, Michael Kim, Kato Anishi, Davis Lipsky, Kurt Katayama, Taiga Samawaka, Achke Bahita. Oh, by the way, Simakawa Bahita and Kurt Katayama are all tied for 53rd with one over, with Taylor Moore, Hayden Buckley, Nate Hardy, Ricky Fowler, Kensei Hirata. Tied for 61st with two over, Brandon Wu, Nate Lashley, Scott Stevens, Victor Norman, Sam Ryder, Dylan Wu. Now we do notables. Tied for 67th with three over, Adam Shank, Adam Svebson, Austin Eckroat, Aaron Ray, Tyson Alexander, Alex Duran, Ben Taylor. 76 with four over, Trevor Wurtblow, Tomas Dietrich, and 78th with 12 over, Grayson Higo. Okay, now I'm going to do my NBA power rankings, or not power rankings, power forward rankings. That was a tongue twister. You know the deal, 90 players per position, top three of everybody's depth charts. 90, Muhammad Gai, Hawks. 89, Tamani Kamara, Trailblazers. 88, Maxwell Lewis, Lakers. 87, Xavier Cooks, Wizards. 86, Hunter Tyson, Nuggets. 85, EJ Little, Pelicans. 84, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Bucks. 83, Jason Stewart, Hornets. 82, Harry Giles, Nets. 81, Yuto Watanabe, Suns. 80, Terry Taylor, Bulls. 79, Peyton Watson, Nuggets. 78, Leonard Miller, Timberwolves. 77, Sasha Vezenkov, Kings. 76, Jericho Sims, Knicks. 75, Jalen Johnson, Hawks. 74, Jabari Walker, Trailblazers. 73, Kobe Brown, Clippers. 72, Jaime Jaquez, Heat. 71, KWH Diop, Suns. 70, David Roddy, Grizzlies. 69, Paul Reed, Sixers. 68, Isaiah Livers, Pistons. 67, Lamar Stevens, Celtics. 66, Dean Wade, Cavaliers. 65, Markieff Morris, Mavs. 64, Daniel Tice, Pacers. 63, Chuma Okeke, Magic. 62, Sandro Mashkavili, Spurs. 61, Maxi Kleber, Mavs. 60, Rudy Gay, Warriors. 59, Torrey Craig, Bulls. 58, Davis Bertans, Thunder. 57, Luka Samanic, Jazz. 56, Trey Lyles, Kings. 55, Robert Covington, Clippers. 54, Jay Crowder, Bucks. 53, PJ Tucker, Sixers. 52, Kenrick Williams, Thunder. 51, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Rockets. 50, Georges Niang, Cavaliers. 49, O'Shea Brissett, Celtics. 48, Santi Aldamada, Grizzlies. 47, Evan Fournier, Knicks. 46, Doug McDermott, Spurs. 45, Jonathan Isaac, Magic. 44, Taylor Hendricks, Jazz. 43, Jarris Walker, Pacers. 42, Jared Vanderbilt, Lakers. 41, Jonathan Kuminga, Warriors. 40, Jeremy Schoen, Spurs. Show on. 39, Cam Whitmore, Rockets. 38, Kenyon Martin Jr., Clippers. 37, Kyle Anderson, Timberwolves. 36, Grant Williams, Mavericks. 35, Isaiah Stewart, Pistons. 34, Chris Boucher, Raptors. 33, Rui Hachimura, Lakers. 32, Obi Toppin, Pacers. 31, Caleb Martin, Heat. 30, Larry Nance Jr., Pelicans. 29, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nets. 28, Oscar Thompson, Pistons. 27, Patrick Williams, Bulls. 26, Danilo Gallinari, Wizards. 25, Kevin Love, Heat. 24, Jaden McDaniels, Raptors. 23, John Collins, Jazz. 22, PJ Washington, Hornets. 21, Sadiq Bey, Hawks. 20, Harrison Barnes, Kings. 19, Jabari Smith Jr., Rockets. 18, Cam Johnson, Nets. 17, Tobias Harris, 76ers. 16, Miles Bridges, Hornets. 15, Jeremy Grant, Trailblazers. 14, Kyle Kuzma, Wizards. 13, Aaron Gordon, Nuggets. 12, Paolo Banchero, Magic. 11, Josh Giddey, Thunder. 10, Zion Williams, Pelicans. 9, Julius Randle, Knicks. 8, Pascal Siakam, Raptors. 7, Draymond Green, Warriors. 6, Evan Mobley, Cavaliers. 5, Karl Anthony Towns, Timberwolves. 4, Jaren Jackson Jr., Grizzlies. 3, Jason Tatum, Celtics. 2, Kevin Durant, Suns. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee Bucks. You knew Giannis was going to be number 1. Durant versus Tatum's interesting, but Durant to me has a leg up going into the season. To me, with Tatum, just a bad taste in my mouth of how the Celtics got eliminated last year, but you could flip a coin between those two. Jaren Jackson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. He's just so good. Karl Anthony Towns cracks the top 5, arguably by default. Mobley, I think, has a big breakout year 3. Draymond Green, awesome defender, probably should be lower than that. Siakam and Randle, pick your poison between the two. Zion moves down to 10. I was tempted to put Giddey in the top 10, but I didn't. But power forward is weak at the top in terms of star power, but it's steady from, say, like Siakam all the way down to arguably Harrison Barnes at 20. So there you have it for the 2023-24 NBA season power forward rankings. Now move on to the news and notes for today. Aja Wilson had a special moment with Chelsea Gray. They were so motivated in the post-game interviews because I think everyone was running them off with the injuries and whatnot. So you should see all these post-game interviews. Aja Wilson obviously won the Finals MVP. We talked about that earlier. Mike Breen in the Knicks-Wizards game yesterday roasts Kyle Kuzma's new look, which was funny. The Heat had a funny injury report as they're coming up with new injury designations. James Harden update. He has not been at Sixers practice since Sunday. And then Daryl Morey calls the Clippers unserious as he puts blame on the Clippers front office for not getting Harden deal done. And then ESPN saying that more Harden drama is coming as skipping practice is only the beginning of what James plans to do in Philly. Yikes. What a disaster. But Joel Embiid's nearing a Skechers deal. Him, Julius Randle, Terrence Mann could be the first signings as brand launches basketball division. So that is pretty cool. The Chiefs reacquired Mecole Hardman from the Jets for a late round pick swap. The Chiefs shouldn't have let him go in the first place. And obviously the Jets made that move thinking he was going to have an impact with Aaron Rodgers. Kyler Murray to practice as he posts on social media. He'll return to the field after tearing his ACL, so that's pretty cool. Jeremy Chin out 6 weeks with a quad injury, but would not need surgery. That is brutal for the Panthers. And the funny thing is they have no incentive to tank because they don't have their pick. Chicago has the pick. The Bears are probably doing backflips over that. Kyron Williams likely out for a few weeks as he should return by week 11. That's not great for the Rams, who Kyron Williams has been a big part of what they've done. Anthony Richardson out for the season with shoulder surgery. Just a bummer for the Colts. He was so fun to watch. And now Gardner Minshew is the official starter. Roger Goodell signs a new deal under until March of 2027. And Adam Schefter reported that this is going to probably be his last deal agreed upon from a contractual standpoint with the league. So that was the one thing I found interesting in that. But I'm not surprised that Goodell got his extension done. Mid-season All-America teams are out. So the first team offense is Michael Penix of Washington at quarterback. Running back, Texas is Jonathan Brooks and Notre Dame's Audric Estime. Offensive tackles, Notre Dame's Joe Alt and Oregon State's Talise Fuaga. Guards, Kansas State's Cooper Beebe and Michigan's Zach Zinter. Center, Oregon's Jack Powers Johnson. Tight end, Georgia's Brock Bowers. Wide receivers, LSU's Malik Neighbors. Missouri's Luther Burden. And Washington's Rome Odunze. All-purpose player, Boise State's Ashton Genty. And kicker, Alabama's Will Reichard. First team defense, edge rushers, UCLA's Latu Latu and Alabama's Dallas Turner. Defensive tackles, Notre Dame's Howard Cross III and Illinois' Drazon Newton. Linebackers, North Carolina State's Peyton Watson, Old Dominion's Jason Henderson, and A&M's Edgerrin Cooper. Cornerbacks, Alabama's Kool-Aid McKinstry and Missouri's Chris Abrams-Drain. Safeties, Auburn's Jalen Simpson and Georgia's Malachi Starks. Defensive back, Iowa's Cooper DeJean. And punter, Iowa's Troy Taylor. Second team offense, LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels. Running backs, Kentucky's Ray Davis and Michigan's Billy Corum. Offensive tackles, Penn State's Olu Fashanu and Missouri's Javon Foster. Guards, UConn's Christian Haynes and Ohio State's Tanner Miller. Center, Georgia's Cedric Van Pran. Wide receivers, Ohio State's Marvin Harrison Jr., Oregon's Troy Franklin, South Carolina's Xavier Legette. Tight end, Ohio State's Cade Stover. All-purpose player, Florida State's Keon Coleman. And kicker, Miami of Ohio's Graham Nicholson. And then defense, edge rushers, Utah's Jonas Ellis and Colorado State's Muhammad Kamara. Defensive tackles, Texas's Tavondre Sweat and Byron Murphy II. Linebackers, Oklahoma's Danny Stutzman, Iowa's Jay Higgin, and UNC's Power Eccles. Cornerbacks, Ohio State's Denzel Burke and Kentucky's Maxwell Harrison. Safeties, Minnesota's Tyler Nubin and USC's Kalen Bullock. Defensive back, Iowa's Sebastian Castro and punter, Vanderbilt's Matthew Heibel. So those are your midseason All-America teams. Laporta charged with bribery as he is under investigation for $7.7 million payments to former vice president of referees. That is not good for Barcelona and Laporta. There are Royals players that ripped the Gold Glove selections as players sound off on social media after Casey has no finalists. Yikes. The Phillies anthem hits 1 billion streams as they get the shout out for using Dancing on My Own. So that's pretty cool. And then the Gold Glove finalists, we didn't talk about them. So American League pitchers, Jose Barrios, Pablo Lopez, Sonny Gray. Catchers, Adley Rutschman, Jonah Heim, Alejandro Kirk. First base, Anthony Rizzo, Nate Lau, and Ryan Mountcastle. Second base, Mauricio Dubon, Marcus Simeon, and Andre Jimenez. Third base, Matt Chapman, Jose Ramirez, Alex Bregman. Shortstop, Anthony Volpe, Corey Seager, Carlos Correa. Left field, Austin Hayes, Dalton Varsho, and Stephen Kwan. Center field, Julio Rodriguez, Kevin Kiermaier, and Lucas Robert. Right field, Kyle Tucker, Adolis Garcia, and Alex Verdugo. Utility, Mauricio Dubon, Zach McKinstry, Taylor Walls. National League pitchers, Jesus Luzardo, Zach Wheeler, Taijuan Walker. Catchers, Patrick Bailey, Gabriel Monero, and JT Realmuto. First base, Carlos Santana, Freddie Freeman, Christian Walker. Second base, Hung-Suk Kim, Nico Horner, Bryson Stott. Third base, Austin Riley, Ryan McMahon, Brian Hayes. Shortstops, Francisco Lindor, Dansby Swanson, Ezekiel Tovar. Left field, Ian Happ, David Peralta, and Eddie Rosario. Center field, Brenton Doyle, Michael Harris II, and Alec Thompson. Right field, Mookie Betts, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Lane Thomas. And utility, Mookie Betts, Tommy Edman, and Hae-Sung Kim. So there you have it for the Gold Gloves. And last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. Here's one that stands out to me. It's in college football. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I think we're headed for a shootout in the Sun Belt. I'm taking the over in the James Madison-Marshall game. That is a low total. I think this game is going to be played into the 60s personally. So I'm going to lay a quarter unit on over 49.5 between James Madison and Marshall for my best bet of the day. Okay, that's it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything and looking ahead to everything tomorrow. So it's a big Friday show tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.